Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Karli Hoffmeyer here, Purple Status exclusive with Younique. And I just was talking to my team earlier and motivated them, was encouraging them to share their why. Your why is so important, and especially if you're in sales, if you're doing anything that takes you outside of your comfort zone, it's important to remember why. Why am I doing this? What is this all about? Especially when you have the highs and the lows. And that's part of my why. This crazy monkey right here. Go ahead and say hi, you're already in it. This guy. Do you have someone? This little crumb snatcher, he's my everything. My first and foremost, my love. Mwah. And to be able to be with him, to be able to go to the school, to be able to be at every performance, to not miss a thing, that was my first and foremost always. I quit working for a while because of him. I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss a minute because it goes like that. So he's my first and foremost. But I also, through this journey and how I ended up with Younique, was because of breast cancer. I was diagnosed in 2013 and I thought my life was over. You know, health-wise, of course, but I had worked in physical therapy before that and was so excited because all of my life I wanted to be in physical therapy. I wanted to follow in my grandfather's footsteps, make a difference in the world, help bring healing to people. And I thought I had found my connection with physical therapy. And so after all of my surgeries, they did damage to me and I couldn't do it anymore. And I was just crushed. I was crushed because my identity I thought was in that. But, oh my, doesn't God have other plans? Isn't he so good? He brought Younique into my life. For one, I didn't know what to do because my oncologist, and this is a great resource that I recommend for anybody, if you know of anyone that's been diagnosed with cancer or if you want to stay away from cancer, this is an amazing book to implement. But with that, my oncologist and my breast surgeon had told me this, and I was like, what do I do? Like, I have no idea where to even start. It was overwhelming because everything, as I started looking at ingredients, everything had parabens in it. Everything was like killing me. Adding to all of this, in 26 seconds it gets into your bloodstream. I had no idea. And I didn't know where to begin. I was a makeup junkie. Oh my gosh, let me tell you. Shopping, yes please. Plus I had struggled with acne big time my whole life. I still have scars on my face because when I was growing up in a small town in Nebraska, a dermatologist would come in once a month. So that was all I had. That was the only option. And I would go to this guy, he would dig at my face, and I would leave swollen and bleeding and just miserable. And I thought that was my only option. Ugh, really? If only we knew what we knew now, right? I'm like, thanks a lot, dude. Like, you're awesome. So anyway, I didn't know where to begin. And my sweet friend Danny had found Younique and researched it and knew that it was paraben-free, that it was cruelty-free, and those were two of the very, very most important things for me because I'm a beagle lover, I'm a beagle mom, and a lot of these makeup companies test on beagles because of their personality. They're so docile, they're so easy temperament, and they will let you pretty much do most things to them. So that was really first and foremost for me. Once I started using Younique, I just bought it. I'm like, okay, I'm not a salesperson. No sales history, hate doing sales, really no fun, but I can't resist this deal. Like really, 99 bucks for all of this. It was over $400 worth of products for $99. I'm all about a bargain. Yes, please, sign me up. So once I got my kit and I started using it, I'm like, wow, this stuff is really good. And just not even trying to sell, sharing it with those around me, which, hello, that's what direct sales really is. Just by like, hey guys, I got this. You need to come over and test this out. Just by that is how my business started growing. And so if you're sitting there thinking like, I could never do what you do. Oh, believe me, I was there. I thought that too. But really with this, the key to this whole thing is relationships. Listening, hi Stace, listening to what people say, listening to what they need, and then having that solution for them. And that's really what this was all about. Yep, here's my fur baby. Thank you, Jacob, for being my little prop guy. So that was the key, and that's how all of this started with Younique. I also had wanted to have some money. Like honestly, we all kind of do jobs for money, right? I wanted to be able to get a pedicure. I wanted to be able to go to lunch with my friends if I wanted to, without it affecting my family's business, my family's budget, I mean. And I was like, okay, I think I could try this. Like, hopefully I could make at least that much. And I had had my school loans from physical therapy, and I was still paying on them because I couldn't do it anymore. So that was kind of frustrating. So I had agreed with my husband. I'm like, listen, if I can make enough to cover that, that's Roscoe. That's Roscoe, our beagle. And so I'm like, if I could make that much, then this would be amazing, right? It'd be worth it. Well, thank God I have made that much and even more because of God's blessings and the amazing support of my friends and family and just the network. So it really has worked out, and my why is just so much stronger now. I also wanted to share the mission of this company and how I absolutely fell in love with it. Once I reached a certain point, I was able to go to actual corporate and meet our founders and co-founders and to kind of get a feeling of the heart of this company. Because it's one thing on paper, but oh my goodness, once I finally met Derek and Melanie, I absolutely fell in love, and I said, I'm all in. I will bleed purple, I will dye my hair purple, like, hello. These kind of things, this is not me, but I am so obsessively grateful, and that's what this saying is for this opportunity. The mission of Younique is to uplift, empower, and validate, and ultimately build self-esteem in women around the world through high-quality products that encourage both inner and outer beauty and spiritual enlightenment, while also providing opportunities for personal growth and financial reward. We truly believe that women should feel beautiful, smart, and valued. Hello, come on now, right? Okay, so yeah, you're thinking, yeah, that all sounds well and good, but seriously, when I met them and heard their heart, and then to know that they then established all of this for healing, to bring healing, that was part of me. That's what I wanted. That's why I did physical therapy. So once we've launched now the Younique Foundation and the Haven Retreat to bring healing to those that were sexually abused as a child or young adolescent, oh, are you kidding me? That just made my heart bleed even more purple. And it's so true, because that is truly at the heart for Derek and Shalane, is every person that's had something like that happen to them, that they can be a part of that to have healing free of charge. What other companies do that? The products that you buy, do they give back? Do they care about anything else other than themselves? The CEO, do they care about you? Would they care if you had had a horrible past? So I just ask you, as you're thinking and considering the products that you're purchasing, that you think about the big picture. And yeah, brand loyalty and names, and I was that way too. I would only use certain brands because I thought that was the cool thing and that it was best for me. Well, come to find out, so many of those top brands are some of the worst. They put fillers and parabens, which are cancer-causing agents, in it. They test. They do horrible ethics, things like that, that just, oh, it's so ugly, and they certainly don't give back. So just think about that when you're making decisions, or even if you're considering needing something more in your life. I urge you to consider Younique. It is beyond amazing. The biggest blessing that I could have ever asked for. I didn't know I needed it at the time, but wow, has it totally come around for me. It has been a time of growing, not always good, there's bad, but with each bad, it has strengthened me and taught me a lesson about myself or how I want to treat someone else, and I am so grateful for that, obsessively grateful for it. So the other thing that I love about this is that now I've built a team. Now I've been in this long enough that I've got girls that are on my team. They chose to partner with me for this, and I get to love on them. I get to encourage them and support them and build them up. Oh, I get paid for that. Like, are you kidding me? So it's so incredible. Not only are the products amazing, the Younique Foundation, but for the sisterhood and the support, the true heart for those that are in this for the right reason and that are, check your egos at the door, check your jealousy, your comparisons, any of those bad things that have been, associated with a group of women. I, as a leader of my team, I am dedicated to changing the standard of how we treat each other as women, that we are uplifting and empowering and validating each other because we're getting paid to do that. So it's pretty darn awesome. The other thing for me is, I don't know about you guys, but I love this book, The 5 Love Languages. For me, Younique has truly met every one of those needs. So depending on what your love language is, whether it's words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, acts of service. Now, physical touch, I'm not going to go there with that with business, but we are. When we see each other, we're hugging necks and we're totally there for each other. But I get encouraged, I get supported, I get spoken into and complimented for things that I do that we don't get that as moms or as women. I get time with leaders when I earn certain things. I get sent gifts galore. This company, they are so generous. And then the leaders have embraced that as well. I mean, name brand things that they're sending, jewelry, bags, wallets, gifts, makeup, like you name it. It's incredible. And then acts of service. For me, it's just the doing things for each other and being there for each other, but then also making a difference in our communities. And as our teams, we are working to do acts of service beyond ourselves, because it's so easy to get caught up in yourself and be all about yourself. But when you give to someone else and you serve them with a servant heart, oh, I just know that God's blessing comes back on you. So yeah, I've rambled a lot more than what I wanted to, but that's because this why has evolved and has changed so much, and it's amazing. And I'm so hopeful for what the future brings, because I know that it's just going to be that much better. So if you're looking for something more, if you want to make a difference in lives, if you want to be a part of bringing healing plus a little extra cash, you owe it to yourself to check out Younique. Now, obviously, I would be honored and would love to have you on my team. karliskickandlashes.com is where you would go. Click the join button. But if someone else shared this video with you, please contact them. Please take the leap. It's a leap of faith, and I know it can be scary. You don't have to be a makeup expert. You don't have to be a sales expert. You just have to have a heart and a passion to bring beauty, inner and outer beauty, to those in your life, to meet the needs that they have. This is the perfect gift, the perfect opportunity to share that with them. So I'd be honored. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Join the Glam Guild, karliskickandlashes.com, or those that shared this video with you. Blessings to you always. Be healthy, be happy, be strong. Let's do this.